In the last class, we have learned what is acceleration, what is average acceleration, and what is instantaneous acceleration. So, in this class, let us try to understand the position time graph for different cases and velocity time graph for different cases. So, let us start with the first topic, that is position time graph. So these graphs few of these graphs I have already discussed in the last lectures. So in these lectures, let us try to analyze them again such that it will be easy for you to understand the velocity time graph. So now if an object is moving along a straight line, say along the x-axis, its position is represented by x coordinate, so which gives you what? Change in time. So this is time coordinate, and when position of a body moving along a straight line are known at different instants of time, a graph can be drawn taking the position x coordinate along the y-axis and time along the x-axis. So in y-axis you have the position. So this is known as xt graph. So if the object is at rest, then the position time graph would look like this. Why does this look like this? So this I have already discussed in the last class. Since the position of the object is not changing, the only quantity which is changing is time. So with the time, the position of an object remained constant. So this is for an object which is at rest. So this is the graph. So now if you want to see the second graph, second graph is for object moving with uniform velocity. What does this mean? If objects cover equal displacement in equal intervals of time, then this will give you uniform velocity. So the graph would be the straight line. It covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. So this is the second case. Let us see the third case. Third case is for the object moving with increasing velocity. If there is an increase in velocity of an object, then there has to be increase in the displacement of the object. So here the displacement change will not be uniform. So the displacement of an object increases with time. So this is for object moving with velocity. So if you see for, let's see, for 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, and for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So the distance covered is not uniform. See here, if this is the point, then the displacement here it is less than 0.5 meters. So for 2 seconds it is less than 1 meter. For 3 seconds it is greater than 1.5 meters. So on. So for object moving with increasing velocity, this is the graph. Next one would be the object moving with decreasing velocity. That is x-axis, y-axis. So the graph would look like this. So from this graph, if you see it, so 1 second, 2 second, 3, 4, 5 second, 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. So for this point, the distance covered is 0.5 meters in less than 0.5 seconds. For 1 second, the distance covered is how much? It is more than 2.5 meters. So this is the graph for object moving with decreasing velocity. So if you take the ratio of displacement by time for different points, then you will see the graph shows like this nature. So this is for object moving with increasing velocity. This is for object moving with decreasing velocity. So these are the position time graphs that are possible for different cases. Now let us try to understand the velocity time graph. So now let us see the next topic, velocity time graph. So in this velocity time graph, the x-axis represents the time and y-axis represents the velocity. Velocity will be in meters per second. So for this kind of graph, we say it as the velocity time graph or VT graph, wherein the y-axis represents the velocity and x-axis represents the time. So in this, let us see the first case. The first case would be the velocity time graph for a body traveling with uniform velocity. So for uniform velocity, the VT graph would look like constant line which is parallel to the x-axis or the time axis. This is for uniform velocity. When do we get this kind of velocity? When the change in the displacement of an object is almost constant, then we will get the uniform velocity, wherein the straight line will be parallel to the time axis. So which is shown here. Point is, for a body starting from rest and moving with uniform positive acceleration, starting from rest and moving with uniform acceleration. So if this is given, so the body at time t is equals to 0 will have the velocity 0. Then it started to move with uniform acceleration. So here v, which is velocity, and time t is time. Now for uniform velocity we got the graph which is parallel to the x-axis. Now for uniform acceleration, the velocity that is there or given for a body at different interval of time will always remain constant. Then we get the straight line. So the body will have equal velocity in equal intervals of time, which gives you the uniform acceleration. Now the third case is, it is for a body starting with initial velocity and moving with uniform positive acceleration. Starting with initial velocity and moving with uniform positive acceleration. So for this, initially u is not equals to 0. At time t is equals to 0, the initial velocity of the object is not equals to 0. So at time t is equals to 0, the u or velocity is not equals to 0. So let's say it has got some value u dash initially. So u is equals to u dash, then it moves with uniform positive acceleration. So the graph would look like this. So here the velocity is increasing with respect to time. The increase is in positive direction, hence we get uniform positive acceleration. So here u dash represents the initial velocity that body has at time t is equals to 0. So this is the third case. Let us understand the fourth case. So for a body moving with uniform negative acceleration. So in this you saw uniform positive acceleration wherein the body which has started initially had the velocity u dash. So here if you want to see for uniform negative acceleration, the graph would look like something like this. So here the velocity of an object is decreasing, hence we get uniform negative acceleration. So the next point would be, or the next graph is for body moving with increasing acceleration. Fifth is for increasing acceleration. So to increase the acceleration, the velocity of an object needs to be increased. So when there is increase in any physical quantity, the graph would look like this. So this is for increasing acceleration. If you see for decreasing acceleration, the graph will be opposite to this. That is, so it would look like this. So this is for decreasing acceleration. So now you saw different velocity time graphs and position time graphs. The interesting feature of velocity time graph for any moving object is that, so if you take the area under the curve, it will give the displacement of the body for the given interval of time. So let us see that interesting feature of VT graph. The area under the curve, the area under the curve represents the displacement of the body during the given time interval. So to understand, let us take an example. So for a body moving with uniform velocity, so here we are considering a body which is moving with uniform velocity. For uniform velocity, the velocity time like the straight line which is parallel to the time axis. So in this, so let's suppose the body has started with initial velocity u and it has maintained the same velocity throughout the journey, and it has taken time t is equals to t, capital T, for completing the journey. So if this t is equals to 0 here and t is equals to t here, so if A, B, C, D or CO be the rectangle, since this look like rectangle, like this ABCO be the rectangle, now the OC will give you what? The time range. Here the time range is t. So since it has started from t is equals to 0 and it has ended at time t is equals to t, OC will be t and OA will be what? It will be u. So now area of rectangle ABCO will be what? Length into breadth. So here length is OA multiplied by OC, which is u multiplied by t. This will give you displacement. So how this is displacement? So if you write the unit for u, it is meters per second. If you write the unit for time, it is second. So meters per second multiplied by second will give you displacement, because here s and s will get cancelled. So what remains is meter. Meter is the unit for displacement. So the area under the curve represents the displacement of the body during the given time interval.